Happy Thursday, everyone. It is finally December, and it's snowing like a mofo outside. German Dave, how is it in Germany?
Raining,
Raining.
not good. Raining and cold. But yeah, man. Hey, happy Christmas time. Like,
yeah, it's the holidays in general. I mean, all sorts of holidays. It's the season. So welcome in, everyone. We got a bit to talk about tonight, and we'll dive right into it. But first, hit the like and subscribe button. Get into all the socials. Everything's right there. The lower border, X, Spotify, Instagram, and of course, Discord. Links in the description. Everything's there. But let's get into it. Let's get into some of the messages coming in hot and horny right now. Vince saying hi. How's it going? Gino Eddie. Ciao. Master G saying yo. It's 76 Fahrenheit here.
I'm sorry, Mr. G, but I don't work on Fahrenheit, so I don't know. Like,
that's like mid-20s, low to mid-20s. Yeah, it's nice. That's nice.
I wish I had mid-20s here.
Yeah. Dal saying Deshaun, Dash is trying to fix his Ethernet cable. I don't know. I guess his little brother chewed on it again. I'm really not sure. Regardless, he's going to try to make it. We'll see how 24 Celsius. There you go. So that's actually very nice. So
yeah, not too bad.
Bastard. You do also have to pay more taxes than like the rest of the world. So I mean, give and take. Teach their own. Beautiful country. Can't afford it personally. I do love the West Coast is the best coast.
Of course, it's decent, nice weather, beautiful people.
Oh, it's great. You only have a North Coast though, so you don't even know. You gotta go to like Portugal to get a West Coast.
Do that, and our North Coast. Hey, don't want to be there. It's even cold in the summer up there.
Yeah, exactly. I think, well, it's other than SoCal, I guess it's pretty chilly all around. Even that last guitar race there, Formula One, it was a little chilly for the old desert, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But anyways,
should we talk about Formula One today?
Sure.
Because it is the last Grand Prix weekend.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we'll do that towards the end then. Why not? I think that's definitely worth it. We keep on saying we're going to talk about it, and then we kind of glance over it.
And we have actual F1 news because like two drivers are fighting, like literally.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
My F1 group chat's certainly making fun of it at the current moment. And LJJ coming in as well. Welcome everyone. Okay. Well, let's just get into it. I think the hottest news at the moment is probably the Club World Cup draw.
Yep.
Which, I mean, completely passed me today at work. So I'm actually looking at the complete list for the first time here live. So let's
the Zone streamed it, like here in Germany, streamed it live on YouTube, but I have had the time to watch the whole thing. Just went over the groups and yeah. Yeah, man.
Well, here it is. Group A, Palmeiras, Porto, El Ali, Inter Miami, the Swine. Group B, PSG, Atleti, Botafogo, and Seattle Sounders. Group C, Bayern Munich, Auckland City, Boca Juniors, and Benfica. It's actually a pretty decent pool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, because they like Auckland City, it's Australia, like, but they're good for an Australian team.
Is Auckland in Australia or is it in New Zealand? Auckland, the one with CK.
Oh, is it New Zealand?
Is it New Zealand?
Auckland. I just type in Auckland, North Island, New Zealand. You're right. But then what did they play? Okay, did they play? Okay, so New Zealand has their own football. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, I screwed that up. And that's one of those things that you're not supposed to screw up either. It's like calling me an American. It's you don't.
Hey, but
my apologies.
We learn and we grow from it, man.
Yeah, no, I'm an idiot. I should know better. All right, let's just move on then. Group D, Flamengo, ES Tunis, Chelsea, Club Lyon. So Chelsea freebie. Man,
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't look. I don't want to be disrespectful, but Club Leon, like I guess it's South American, but from where? Because
look that up.
I don't want to offend anybody, but I don't know where the team is from.
Mexico.
Mexico. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Oh, Frankie's gonna be mad.
I'm sorry, Frankie. I just know the big clubs like Club America and yeah, man,
We're gonna get roasted. That's fine. Send
Monterrey.
it. Yeah, this is the kind of thing you don't say. What Dal's saying here, like Maple American. Maybe if you're from Vermont. Vermont's got a lot of maple trees, but outside of Vermont, man, you better watch out. Yeah, see, Jeff knows. Jeff knows.
Jeff knows.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the other clubs we know nothing about then. Group E, River Plate. Okay, I know River Plate, but Urawa Red
Japan,
Diamonds,
I believe.
But I'm not gonna
Hey,
pretend to know.
I said, you see, I said Monterrey. There they are. You see, I know a shot from Mexico.
And of course, Inter, those bastards as well. Group F, Fluminense, Dortmund, Ulsan, HDFC. So what is this, like 1080p we're talking about? Mamelodi Sundowns. That's the best name of the tournament.
It's 720p.
Oh, well, it's not
HD,
Italy.
720.
Okay, where's Ulsan HDFC? Ulsan HD.
I'm sorry, but
we're assholes. We're absolute assholes.
I'm sorry, Mamelodi Sundowns, but
South Korean.
Oh, South Korean.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever watched the South Korean league?
No.
Oh my God. I got to start putting tags in. I'll put tags in for Ulsan HDFC and see if we get the Koreans coming and yelling at us. If they could even pay attention. Like they might be under martial law for all we know.
Hey, by the way, we are literally open to all the fan bases. So hey, if whoever out of those countries or someone that supports those teams, hey, you are welcome here and you can enlighten us and teach us and yeah, man.
Or make fun of
We're
us.
open for everything. Or make fun of us.
Absolutely.
Works fine as well.
Okay, Group G. This is the one we, I guess, care about. Man City. Why, Dad? Why, Dad, did you cheat on my mother? I'm not.
Align.
Align.
Yes.
Align's like that stuff you take when you have indigestion, and it helps you. Align. Juventus. That's the fourth.
This is a genuine question. Can you go to the first groups A to D for a sec? Do we literally? No, I guess Group B is the hardest one, right? With PSG, Atletico, and Seattle. I think we're on the second hardest group.
Yeah, because the Seattle Sounders are decent. They're good for an MLS team.
The Botafogo, you can, or Bayern, Benfica, and Boca Juniors. I'm sorry, Auckland City. I haven't watched you, so I don't know how the performance level is.
They're the worst in that, I'm gonna say, but that's still gonna be a tough one.
But dude, are we in the second hardest group because it's Manchester City and us?
It's one of those there's two really good teams and two really bad teams.
Or am I offending everybody again?
It's too late for that. Definitely too late. I mean, let's just get through H and then.
I'm sorry, but yes, River Plate is decent, but Inter has Monterrey and the Urawa Red Diamond, Red Diamonds. Borussia Dortmund, yeah, okay. Fluminense again, decent in Brazil, but they have Ulsan and Mamelodi. Sorry again.
Oh, I just love that name.
Man.
I'm looking them up now. Mamelodi
Sundowns
is from South Africa.
Oh,
cool. All right. Bit of everything. Pretoria. There you go. Cool. Yeah, Oscar found, I guess, a doppelganger of mine that streams Settlers of Catan.
I have no idea what the game is, by the way. I saw it on Discord, but
it's super popular. Yeah, I've never
Oh,
played, but it's at least in North America. Yeah, people love it. It's one of those like longer games you might have to play over a couple days kind of
oh,
situation, but
okay,
it's
okay.
like an RPG almost. Yeah, you build up your
Ah, gotcha.
empire and trade and diplomacy, and but this come from a guy that knows nothing about it. So maybe don't take my word for it. You're not a member anymore. Why not, Oscar? Was it gifted? Maybe that's why. It's asking top two survive. Um, did they officially release the format? Because it's 8 groups.
I
Yeah, if
think
it's the World Cup
I think
format.
it's just the normal World Cup format where
Yeah,
the top two advance. Like no weird stuff with the Euros where best third place and whatever, just top two. Yeah.
I mean, this is an assumption. I'm gonna assume it is the World Cup format. I haven't seen anything saying otherwise.
I think it did say in the communication when they brought the idea of the thing. So
Maybe going
yeah,
back.
and
Yeah.
32 teams, like it should work like in the normal.
The format mirrors the old setup, the UEFA Champions League with 32 clubs drawn into 8 groups. Yeah, there you go. Same.
All right.
Jeff's confirming. Easy. All right. Now, I mean, let's just can we get through H because we gotta at least get through all 8. Real Madrid, Al Hilal, Pachuca, and Salzburg, because every tournament needs a Red Bull.
Yep. By the way, that is a decent group because Al Hilal is the actual good team from Saudi Arabia where all the good
Team
players are.
Ronaldo,
No. Al Nassr is the Penaldo
El
team.
Nasser.
Al
Yes, yes.
Hilal is the one with Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, with
Yeah,
Alexander
everyone else.
Mitrovic. Yeah,
Who else?
with all the other good people.
Koulibaly, is that where he went to?
Koulibaly, Neymar, who is injured all the time.
Of
Hold up,
course.
hold up. Let me
Well,
just
I mean, I guess we could just look at it.
yeah, just
But yeah, I mean it'll be interesting.
so. Oh, there Cancelo. They have
Hello as well.
Renan Lodi, Ruben Neves. I'm forgetting that guy all the time.
Oh wow. Yeah, they have a lot.
Sergej Savic, Kalidou Koulibaly.
And it just goes to
Hello.
show
Hmm,
Saudi Arabia that you can buy all these people and nobody cares.
Yep.
Sorry, man.
But maybe they will find a way to trade all the good Saudi players to their team.
Yeah, they'll have just like we have the extra
Yeah.
little transfer
Like
window there. They'll
yeah,
open
like
up.
send them N'Golo Kante from Al Ahly, Gabri Vega, that young Spaniard who I'm still disappointed went to Saudi Arabia with 21 years old and one of the best talents. But yeah, maybe they will trade him. Hey, maybe Pinaldo goes to Al Hilal. So
Well,
that's
there's talks of it actually.
let's
Yeah,
wait
that's
and
maybe
see.
where I got the communiques mixed up. Apparently he's unhappy with El Nasser, and Al
Of
Hilal
course,
is
because
you know.
he's basically alone.
Mhm.
By the way, does Sadio Mane play? Because he went there as well, but we never see anything posted about Mane.
That is true. They
Like
all fell off the radar.
is he playing?
Does anybody here watch the Saudi league?
I'm not.
No? Okay. I mean, if
Dude,
you do, I mean, speak up. We're clearly ignorant about it.
they have Aymeric Laporte. Oh, they
Oh,
got
fuck, man.
Simakan from RB Leipzig. Crazy him as well, like with 21 years old. Otavio from Porto, Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's literally it. They're third in the table. And then, just to talk about all the Saudi teams, we are forgetting about Al Ittihad. I don't know if they're qualified for the Club World Cup because it's over multiple years, but they were decent last season, and they have like Karim Benzema, Steven Bergwijn, Moussa Diaby from who they got from Aston Villa, Houssem Aouar, N'Golo Kante, Danilo Pereira, who they got from PSG, Fabinho, Luis Felipe. Damn, that's a decent team. And Dash will like this one, Mario Mitai or Mitash, sorry. I can't speak Albanian, so yeah.
Nobody can. He's sort of here. He's down in like the studio. He's working things out. He might be around. Let's close out this segment then. So when he does come back, he can't say anything about it. We just
too late.
Oh no.
Too late.
Hey,
No,
Dash, just correct me. Is it Mitai or Mitash?
Mitai.
Okay. Then I had it right the first time.
You were golden.
Guys, Oscar made sure he renewed his membership with this new card. Thank you very much. One of the OGs. You guys could be a member too for just 99 cents American, which for apparently a Canadian these days is your goddamn mortgage. So, I mean, Americans, help me out. Give me a buck. Nah, thank you. We always appreciate it. And of course, our other Albanian.
By the way, if Al Ittihad wants to trade us Luis Felipe because he was actually like decent at Lazio before he moved to Al Ittihad, so hey, so we're taking center backs here. So
we need a lot.
I mean, can we send them the dead body of Mattia De Sciglio and trade him for Luis Felipe at this do something?
I just feel that we've spent way too much time talking about the Saudi League.
We have to talk about something.
No, we got
hey, and maybe that appeases the algorithm because we mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, one extra viewer. Lost a subscriber.
Yeah, we gained one guy from India, but we lost a bunch of other dudes.
We lost the Thailand market. It's over.
And I'm not making fun of India. It's just it seemed like all the Ronaldo fans were coming from India. There's like
because mostly Man United. They support Man United.
I mean, that's a pretty big country. I'm sure there's like
I was gonna say I didn't want to offend anybody, but isn't it also by
we started that way? What are you trying to change?
Yeah, but I thought we can save it, but now you went straight back into.
You got your hole, now lie in it. It's too late, man.
Okay, we already offended everybody, so let's keep at it.
No, we will. This is how today is going to go. Have we been officially reamed to draw FC? Oh, renamed to draw FC.
Reamed. What is on your mind?
No joke. I'm trying to get an engineering drawing done for a reamer for metal. It's like on my whiteboard in front of my desk, so I do stare at the word reamer all day. And for those of you who don't know what a reamer is, it's a thing you put in like a drill that makes a hole. Hence the other version of ream.
Don't do that straight into the
Oh man. Okay. Here's another fun one. Because we want to watch the world burn today, right? That's I think what we've established. Dash, welcome.
Hey,
that's what we're doing.
You want to show the people that Dean Hoyson scored the winner for Bournemouth versus Tottenham? Oh no.
What about Bournemouth? What do we care about Bournemouth now?
Because Dean Hoyson scored the winner today.
Oh, did
Tottenham.
he? Oh fuck, who cares?
And he started 3 games. He started 3 games, barely got minutes, and now scored a goal. At all the Juventus committee, I bet you will go. We shouldn't have sold him.
Yeah, no. That
have
I'm
you?
Sure
did you see Chiesa cook 20-year-olds?
The under 21s, yes, and they lost. And Liverpool lost.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But he scored.
So you know how we like to make fun of our ultras from time to time for being a bunch of giant man children?
Yeah. Are we doing it again?
It's not just us.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Bologna this time. The sausage city is insulting so they were never on good terms with Motta in the first place. Even when he was doing well, They were really.
I'm sorry I led you to the Champions League, and now you keep offending me.
You want to know you know my thoughts on this is literally go back to your small club shenanigans. You guys were relevant for a year. You're not going anywhere, and that's it. Like I swear to God, it's like Bologna is like, oh hey, we finished top 4. They just don't know how to act. That's honestly what it is.
And well, this is what I find hilarious too. Juventus coach Thiago Motta was targeted by insulting chants from Bologna's ultras on Tuesday evening during a Coppa Italia game between the Rosso-Blu and Monza. You're playing, first of all, you're playing the preliminary rounds of the Coppa Italia because you do suck. And you're playing against Monza. Like, what? You're playing against Monza on a Tuesday evening? You guys should have got a fucking job first. This is why you're doing this, because you're there on a Tuesday evening unemployed. Yeah, I did the IFTV rant there. But I mean, sweeping accusations, sure. Yeah. But like, get a fucking life, dude.
Oh my God.
It's so dumb.
You want to know why the reasons why they're like he's not even doing well. So like, why do you guys got like, that's probably why they're like throwing jabs at him. It's like, see, you went to Juve and you suck. You should have stayed with us.
I'm talking about we have the best defensive record ever. Or we're about to if we keep on going.
Oh, good Lord. That is the fantastic. We're still 6th.
By the way, how crazy
we got some good D though.
Hey, we're a solid 6.
Yeah. By the way, how crazy is it that Napoli was so shit last year that they had to play the first rounds of the Coppa Italia as well? just to lose to Lazio 2 rounds after that. Oh man,
it's too much. Lord, it's too much.
You see, that's the funny thing is when you look between us and Napoli, it's just like Napoli like aren't anything aesthetically pleasing, but they win games. But like with us, we can't win games. I don't like it.
But we also don't lose games.
Glass half empty, glass half full. Oh my God, we suck.
Yeah, I had to stop Dash from just coming on Monday evening and to just like
I was just gonna come in here and be like, dude, this team is butt cheeks. like I'm sorry, like dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
like Lavar Ball is claiming, never lost.
Holy smokes, like I honestly like I don't know what to say because like I watched that game over the weekend. I watched the Villa game and I watched all of it. I'm just like holy hell. Like I understand like there's injury concerns, but like I just think there's a huge scheme issue. Like it's so schematically just bad. Because it's just like literally, and like the thing is too, is like this is the same product you're getting with Max. Literally the same product. The only difference is one has more possession. Here, before I trigger people, hear me out. Because currently right now we're dependent on Conceição doing anything amazing or Yildiz doing anything amazing offensively. That is it. Guess what happened last season? Depend on Chiesa, depend on Dusan. Same fucking thing.
And
literally this
is not dependable.
Because, like, for example, Yildiz, as incredible as he's been, there has been moments where he's been absolutely dog shit. Like there has been moments where he's been like, holy hell, like I'm gonna like, and that's why I hated the glaze that he got, the Del Piero glaze, where I'm just like, dude, stop it. He's still in training. He's still in a training bra. But like, I just look at that and I'm like, okay, there's moments he's great. There's moments he's terrible. Conceição, literally, Conceição, I think, has probably been the most offensively consistent player. And I don't mean by scoring goals. I mean by being a threat on the offensive phase of the game.
Yep. And
it is just him.
I mean, you can only cross so many balls into the box to nobody.
Exactly. And it's just like, for example, Coop Myers, I bless your heart. I still think you're a great player, but dude needs a solid physical 9 to play off of. Because that is clearly evident. And the fact that Gentoli didn't even make an approach to get a second number 9 that could have that attribute. I kind of have to hang that on him.
But
Again,
we're
Douglas.
signing Milik in January. Didn't you hear?
What a fucking idiot! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're going
I'm
hard.
sorry. I'm sorry. You spend X amount of dollars. You essentially liquidate a bunch of assets. Some of them I agreed with. Some of them I didn't agree with. And it's like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like halfway of the season, I'm sitting here.
Dash didn't want Alexandro gone. Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here thinking, like, bro, this is it. Because it's like,
oh my god. Hey, do you all remember when I got attacked in the comments when I said that? Oh man.
I mean,
Oh,
it is usually
in
Dash that gets attacked, so you gotta
no,
deflect a little bit.
in the live chat and on somebody else's channel who people glazed as their star boy.
Like the literal Starboy or Kaiser?
No, but yes,
Yes,
literally, dude. If anybody comes in with an offer above 75 million,
you do it.
For 75, yeah. I mean,
love you,
I didn't even
love
think
you,
about
Kenan.
that. That's 75.
Love you, Kenan. Hear this, but see you later. It's what would it be like 74.5 million like plus Valenza?
That
Like
fixes a lot.
It is a transitional year, but you need to make top 4 with the amount of money you spent.
Well,
there is no there is no way excuse.
We literally have to, though.
You physically have to. If you haven't seen Sal's video that he did with us about the financial structure breakdown, like you have to make top 4. It's kind of embarrassing with the amount of money they spent too, and for them not to. Because, like, for example, look at Lazio. Like, Lazio didn't spend that much, and they have a better product on the field, and 2, they're playing way more consistently better than we are.
Yeah,
Fucking Lazio.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take Lazio as the example. You know,
It's that we're to the point where you can. That's how terrible we're playing.
yeah,
Like
it's the Lazio.
It
It's
is.
like,
No,
it's like Tottenham. Like Tottenham, like last season were around the winter time, like only 2 or 3 points off of Man City and Arsenal. But
no,
it's Tottenham. Like they will fall off.
I totally understand because, like, for example, right now, outside looking in, right? So you have Napoli at 32, Atalanta at 31, Inter at 28, Fiorentina at 28. Obviously, those two have a game in hand. Lazio at 28, us at 26, and Milan chasing us at 22. And then Bologna at 21. So I don't know. I mean, like, for example, you look at all these other teams ahead of us, they're scoring more consistently. Yes, they've conceded more, but we're the odd one outside of Napoli, the odd one looking out as far as production. 22-8, Napoli 21-9 as far as goals and conceded. So that to me, again, like, for example, for me, when you look at the roster, and yes, injuries, I understand, but, like, for example, when you look at the additions that you have, so, like, our last starting lineup against Lecce, it's Weah, Yildiz, Koopmeyers, Conceição, Thuram, Locatelli is your front 6. You mean to tell me you can't get one? Well, we did get one, but you mean to tell me that you can't get past Lecce with what you have right there? Because Villa, I can give you a pass. Milan, I can give you a pass. I said after the international break, it's going to be sloppy. Villa, again, in the Premier League, you're going to England. It's sloppy.
So let's say we should have won. Where I will give the guys an excuse is because the bench is so short that, yes, on paper, the names we're fielding are still better, but these guys have to really be feeling it.
Honestly, for me, there is no excuse for tying games like Lecce, who
you were winning.
No, they should. They screwed that up.
They conceded as much goals in the whole season as we scored. So we had to. That is for me not excusable. Like we should even beat them when if we had like only rotational player on the field. Like, yes, our bench is short, but we still have decent starting players. Even without the striker, I'm sorry, but like, how do teams like get over games when playing a false nine, or like it still can happen? And honestly, like I can excuse like all the other games, but Lecce to not win that's a hard one to
Look,
swallow.
because this was
Pause.
something. No Diddy. This was something Max was criticized for his first year. He didn't get points against the big teams, but he got points against the little teams, and that was enough to get him into the top 4. His first season, his second stint back. Right now, we're not. And I understand we're going through, but that's where, again, you have to adjust the scheme. If we don't have the personnel to run a 4-2-3-1, stop running a 4-2-3-1.
But that's been one of my biggest criticisms with Mata, along with not using all your substitutions. But it's the fact that he hinges on this philosophy. It's the same with Pirlo. He hinged on a certain philosophy, and sometimes it works.
It's not good for big clubs. I'm sorry. Gimmicks are not good for big clubs. You need to be flexible. Like, you have to be fluid. For example, we can troll Conte and call him, what was it, Bill Cowher? Someone said that in the comments, but we control him as much as we want. But I've seen him variate from a 3-5-2 to a 3-4-3 to a 4-3-3 with Napoli this season. Say what you want about his midweek form. It's shit. I totally agree with you. But the fact that he's able and as stubborn as a toupee-wearing mother bleeper that he is, he's actually fluid. Or it's just like, I look at Mota and it's just 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1. Against Lecce, fuck it, 3-5-2 and see what happens.
4-3-3, fucking 4-1-1. What is it? 4-2-2-2-2? Whatever. Like, do something. I don't care. Like, figure it out.
Because the problem is yes, we're not far off. It's not, I'm not throwing the red flag. It's, end of the world and yada, yada, yada. But my thing is like, where I'm getting frustrated is like, dude, you need to change something to get these guys going, to get a spark going. There is absolutely no, like, I'm watching these games and it's like max level lethargy. Like, absolutely lethargic. The way that the team is moving, the way that they're playing, the way that they're operating. And it's like, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, bro, am I watching Max towards the end of last year again or what? So it's like, that to me is like, I'm getting frustrated because we brought a young coach. He's supposed to be tactically flexible. He's supposed to inspire and have this, but at the same time, I'm looking at it and I'm watching some 1980s old school Italian where it's just like, hold on, we're not going to attack. We're just going to throw some dinky crosses and hope something happens, and that's it.
Yeah, and I love how we got roasted earlier on a few weeks ago for making these comparisons, and now that's all you see on social media.
By the way, months ago, we were saying that it will be a similarly pragmatic playing style. It's just a different shape on the field.
Listen, guys, you have to understand, we're small fries here. Like, nobody's paying attention to us. Why would they pay attention to us when they have excellent media reporting outlets such as IFTV?
How many times, and and I got that fucking thumbnail they made. I was crying. I think one of you guys posted it and I saw it, but
right here.
How many? Yeah, right there.
No, we're doing it again, IFTV.
I'm because you're doing it again. He's not failing. He's not failing. If you had reasonable expectations and an understanding of how things are going to go, he's not failing. I'm not saying he's failing. I'm assuming you two aren't saying he's failing.
Oh, hell no. No.
He's not failing. And this is where I'm getting irritated. Where it's like, I thought Motta's going to play this hipster ball and blah, 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 blah. No. You don't know ball if you were going to say that. We said it in May. We said pragmatic, slow, not really anything crazy, great counter pressing. But again, it's a similar pragmatism style that is based off the possession. Hell, Misak has been yelling this for months. And if I could do his accent, I'd be like, okay, guys, it is a pragmatic, but we have the ball. That is the difference. Like, no, but like, bless me, sock. I miss him, but he's got busy stuff doing,
He's
so we
around,
haven't been able to. Yeah, he's
That-
around. We love you. We love you, buddy.
His time zone's horrible.
Yeah, his time zone sucks. But like, for example, I look at it and it's just like, for example, and I'm reading stuff on social media, and I'm looking at all this, and I'm just looking at all the ingrates that are like, oh, this guy's incredible, blah, blah, blah. We're going to play offensive football. Dusan's going to get 40 goals. Keys is going to be Ballon d'Or candidate of the year. And it's just like, because it's like, for example, because like I'm irritated where we're at in the table, but at the same time, I knew something like this was going to happen. Pull the receipts.
Of course. I don't remember who it was. I don't know if it was one of you guys or whether it was me, Suck, or in a call-in show. Like somebody said, "Hey, we will have 15 something draws at the end of the season."
That was me.
Oh,
I take credit for that one. I take credit for that one.
No, but look, I still think our basis is great. Having the ball and being the ball dominant team is always a great basis to build up upon. We are defensively stable, and it's an even better basis if you don't lose games. Now, at some point, of course, like you have to turn those draws into wins, and I think we will. Yes, we are in a goddamn injury crisis, and I don't think there's a European team that has a worse injury crisis than we have.
Yeah.
Arsenal had poor Martin Odegaard out for 1.5 months, and they were crying injury crisis, although they had still most of their squad available. Like, as a top team, yes, you have to get through the injury crisis, and right now we're doing it without losing. So honestly, that is credit to Motta because his defense is stable enough to still somehow get us through the games and score points. Yes, draws will not win you the Scudetto or whatever, but still it's a good basis to work on. However, like the games against Lecce, the one versus Cagliari, the one versus Parma, the 2-2. Those are games that ideally, even with an injury crisis, we should win. I'm not too mad about them because I think we are still in a good position. We are close enough to the top, and the most essential, again, is not winning the Scudetto, it is securing Champions League qualification in a year where we changed the whole damn squad. So everything will stabilize itself. The team will stabilize itself. Players have to get fit, and everything will click at some point. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just disappointed that we are tying games because eventually all of us we want to win football games. And that's why we are here. And this is none of the Juventus is a big team, so we have to beat the small clubs and blah 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 blah. Like that is a shitty mindset when you are in around 200 million debt as a big club and still have to work yourself up again. So yeah, we have to earn the money. We have to be stable, and right now, yes, we are stable, but we have to turn the 1 points into 3 points. It will work out. It will work itself out at some point. It's good that we aren't losing.
Yeah, it's good, but at the same time, it's just like, for example, I look at it and it's like teams under 15, like the table position 15 to 20, you got to find a way to get 3. You have to find a way to get 3.
I agree.
Guys, listen. Russia was a big player, and they're drawing to Ukraine all the time. So what's their excuse?
Jeez, Dan.
Yeah.
That's just a guess.
No.
Because for example, if I go through the results, results that I hold the team accountable for, Lecce. I'm going to hold the team accountable for Parma, Stuttgart, Cagliari, tongue twister there. Napoli at home, Empoli, Roma. Those are the games that I'm really irritated with. The ones that really grind my gears this season, especially that Roma. Look at Roma, relegation team. I don't give a shit about what anyone says about it. You should have beat Roma that day. Sure. Again, Empoli 0-0 against Empoli. That to me, you don't get a pass for that. Napoli, okay, I can live with it. But again, when you're playing Cagliari, it's
don't say the G. No G. Deep throat.
What is it?
Put it in your throat.
Cagliari.
Cagliari. Like lasagna. You know the chain lasagna.
Cagliari.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, you got it. Cagliari.
Yeah.
Cagliari.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so that Inter, you get a pass. In my opinion, I don't think you should have lost to Stuttgart at home. You at least squeak out something out of there, a draw. Parma, again, that to me that's you don't get a pass for that one. Lille, you'll get a pass for. Milan, you get a pass for. Villa, you get a pass for. But Lecce, you can't. I don't think you can get Cagliari. There we go.
Yeah, but you got to put up a little.
Cagliari.
You know, a little.
You got to choke.
Yeah.
Cagliari.
It's silent, but not complete. There's a little bit there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But like I look at it and it's like, again, I'm not saying like we're in a bad spot because you're 6 points off first place. But what I'm saying is my concern is I don't see momentum building in the roster. That is where I'm getting concerned. Is like week after week, it just looks lethargic. And that's where I'm just kind of like,
at least you get to do something that keeps you awake while you're watching it. You're there on the food line, chopping away, serving up. I'm here like,
I know I feel bad for you guys because like you want to know how bad and uneventful these matches have been. Is sometimes I'll just be working and I look up, I'm like, oh fuck, it's the 45th minute.
I'm sorry as well. The last one was Dave alone. Sorry.
Yeah, it was all me.
Like I'm just like looking at it. I'm just like, holy fuck. But I'm just reading a comment.
Which one?
No, I was reading Chris's because he was talking about the argument about a good starting 11 that came out earlier is about sketchy. I mean, yeah, they should play 90 minutes again and again and again. No. I don't think that's. Did we say that?
You were kind of alluding to.
No,
it, right?
I said our starting 11 is decent enough to still beat Cagliari, and I stand by that. Of course, you're 100% right. Like our players are tired, and they're playing every 3 days, coming off of international breaks, traveling all over Europe. Some of them from South America and whatever. But our squad should be still decent enough, like even on 60% to beat Cagliari, to get a dirty 1-0 or a 2-1 or whatever. That's just my opinion. Like that, we should still be good enough. Even
I have there hasn't been, like, for example, there hasn't been results this season where we've been able to get dirty results.
And that's
outside of Inter. I think Inter at the San Siro was the only thing I could say it was a dirty result for us.
Yeah. Which are still
because they were up 2. Yeah, they were up 2 and we tied. Like we squeaked out a point from there. So like that's probably one of the only like filthy or dirty results. Because like for example, I just fingers crossed things get better in January and we're able to go on a run. But like my concern is like this is from a feeling perspective. This was like, you know, when the wheels fell off last season. Because like that's when because we were calling games and we've just absolutely lost all enthusiasm, right, Dave? Like we were just kind of like, fuck it. Like after the Inter game and the team just kind of went like belly up, we were just kind of like, oh shit. Like there's
a point in the season where it transitions from us being like truly excited to we're just acting because we want you to like us.
Because yeah, fair enough. Because if you want, like for example, if you want a standard or a threshold of squeaking out and getting what I like to call cheeky results or sweaty results, the first half of last season.
Like the first half up until January, like, and after that we collapsed. But
January was weird because we were winning like 4-3-0. Like it was like we were just like everybody.
Yeah, we had that spell where Dusan scored. What was it, like
3-4 braces? Milik got a hat trick.
Like 10 goals in 4 games or whatever, and the whole Coppa Italia where we scored like I forgot how many on Lazio, and like we had that spell, and then like mid-January or end of January, that's where we collapsed.
Yeah, I think oh, Master G, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say Conte Sal got robbed twice of those names you listed. Just say, yeah, Conte Sal's my boy. Take it easy on him. Sorry to interject.
No, you're fine. Because like for example, I look at it at that perspective where I'm like, I think Malta has to pivot the formation just to see if he can get a reaction, just to get something for it.
3-5-2.
That's it might work because it might actually relieve some stress off your wingers instead of forcing them to create all the goddamn time.
And Danilo might be useful.
Hey,
I just said maybe. Might.
No, this in a 3-man back.
Possible.
They stopped Canan and started playing Sandro. That's what killed Max's career. I don't think it was just that.
It was Chiesa. It was Chiesa too.
That's oversimplifying.
I was going to say that was Chiesa being a prospect for Liverpool's under-21 team. That's what killed Max. That's where I'm sitting there thinking right now. I'm like, dude, just something to get you to January. Just mess with the formation. Do something. Get someone a little bit off guard, because right now, from what I've seen, everybody knows how to line up against us and how to contain us. That's what it looks like almost. Schematically, all these teams are just like, I don't give a shit. Juve's not going to score. We get a point off of them. That's, GG for us.
Oh, we are dependent of genius moments, babe. We are dependent on the 1v1 where Yildiz gets through or Chico gets through, or we get that one magical pass by Coke Miners. But yeah, since he was starting
Yildiz
now,
hasn't even
since he played a game as a striker, he has nobody in front to pass to, and Wea started, I believe, versus Lecce up front, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But Yildiz isn't even getting through most of the time. He might get like a luck. And that's sort of a problem.
Yeah, not the last few games, but like 3 or 4 weeks ago, like he had a couple of those in him, and since then it has been only Chico.
Because that's the concern. Because if we were to run a 3-5-2 right now, it would have to be Danilo, Kalulu, and Gatti as your back three, and then you would have Cambiaso, and then who would be your left wing back?
So.
Cambiaso
on the left and Savona on the right.
You know what you would do? You'd have to put in McKennie.
I like McKennie there.
You would have to, because I think Savona's still not 100%.
And your midfield?
Yeah, assuming healthy, you can. Yeah,
midfield. You run Thuram, Locatelli, and then you run Coop at the point, and then it's going to be Yildiz and Wea, or Yildiz and Conceição.
Damn, but sitting Conceição on the bench, I don't know, man.
You need the rotation.
I'm saying you either run Conceição or Yildiz. I think that would be your front two, and then Coop would be essentially the 10 that would be behind him, and that would just
turn Conceição into a wingback.
Yeah, he would have.
And the inverting wingback.
Could probably.
And he would probably still score more than Chiesa. But I'm thinking of that, and that would have to be. But the problem is you can't run that, because it is that formation and that lineup is so counterattacking ball. It is off character for Mota to run that.
It would be, yeah.
He wouldn't do it, because that's where schematically this is where I'm concerned. And no, I understand we don't have enough subs for a back three, but it's
you're right. It's just throwing
it's
stuff
catching
at the wall. And
because right now the team needs something to get it going. You need something to catch the other team off guard, because schematically I think Juve have been figured out from a schematic perspective.
Well, I know what Silvio Berlusconi would do if he was still around. Promise the whole team hookers if they won.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Milan won all those Champions Leagues. Cocaine and hookers. Cocaine and hookers. Chat, please, guys, if you have any ideas, slap them on there, man. We're broken records here. Just say, hey, this will work or this doesn't work. But I look at the Christmas tree. That I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, it's kind of gone out of fashion.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That
one was terror ball. You know how annoying. So I used to run that in FIFA 14, FIFA 15.
Yeah.
I used to piss people off. I'd use Portugal and I'd put Ronaldo up top and I would just have him pace just to piss people off online. God, I was a troll. Oh, I was such a troll for that.
We could do a 4-3-2-1 technically.
He's like, we need Dusan. Yeah, we do. I need more content.
Because
we need a fucking striker. I don't care. If it's Vlahovic or Milik.
I don't give a shit. I need a striker.
All right. Well, let's move into some of this other stuff then, so we don't dwell too much on, I guess, the nitty gritty. the negatives. But Dusan, let's talk about him. He's allegedly coming back.
Why do we need to talk to him?
Because we're talking about him, Dash, and you're gonna just have to accept the fact that we're not gonna rant about how bad he is for a few minutes. We're gonna talk about other things about Dusan.
I love you, Solo.
Like how he might actually be healthy and play on Saturday.
Good. I guess he's been doing his butt stretches more often.
He's been doing his butt stretches. There it is. But also,
and by the way, I have unfollowed him on Instagram because I can see him doing rehab and everything. Oh my god, I can't do
God,
that.
actually, we should.
Corny.
Do we still have those
So
pictures?
corny. Do we have a Dash reacts to Dusan's Instagram page? Just oh my god, I'd probably lose my shit within 15 seconds.
That was in our Discord, right? The pictures. Where did I see that? Oh no, it was on Bepe's Telegram.
I can pull them up on
Yeah, find
Instagram
those.
because he posted them himself.
Yeah, definitely find those. Meanwhile, this is Juventus News Live, just rehashing what Bianconero News does because this is what X is. You just steal everyone else's news. Vlahovic earns 10.5 million net per year, set to become 12 mil next season. Too much for the club's current policy. You would like to lower, like a lower extension, but the striker has said no. Without an agreement, Dusan will end up on the market in the summer. No shit, we've been talking about it for months, but
We made a fucking 30-minute video on it.
So just hey guys, surprise in case you didn't hear it 5 months ago. Do you have it? Show us.
You mean these beauties here?
Yes, these ones.
So yeah.
Oh, good lord! Hey, doll, can we come into common ground and say that Dusan is one of the most corniest mother bleepers we've ever seen on social media?
Seriously,
how is this not corny?
I want his body though. I
don't because it's fragile as shit.
I don't care. I'm walking around. I'm not playing football.
I think that's
what look like that. I don't care.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of show muscles, right?
He can't run without pulling his butt cheeks. What do you mean you want that body?
But look, is it only me or is he like purposefully like
he's flexing?
What? Yes, flexing. Honestly,
bro, he's about to shit himself. That's how hard he's flexing.
That's why he's not looking at the camera because his eyes are bulging out of the sockets.
His face is red.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean it's cool to have muscles that look good, but if they don't
I love it. Being ripped and skinny and good lighting is not hard. Thank you, doll. Based doll, everyone. Based.
What about the suit game?
It's improving.
It's 80s. That is so 80s.
It's not great, but it's an improve. It fits him this time. It doesn't look like he's wearing his dad's suit.
Like, I'm sorry, like, dude, like, he's like I said, want him to do well, want his career to be successful, but good lord, he is so goddamn corny. He's so corny.
All right, Das, be nice to the man, because the other guy that's coming back on Saturday is Adjit, so our attack is fixed.
Who? You mean the guy that we shouldn't have kept over Moretti? That guy?
That guy. Yeah. So maybe we'll see him. Who knows? See how it goes. And that's to say, yeah, they're back. They're dressed. Will they start? Will they come in as a we don't know, but they're.
I still stand by it. I would have kept Archich at the next gen and would have kept Moretti. Still stand by it.
You know what? Nobody's staying at the next gen at this point, though. Did you see our roster on?
Yes, and that's the problem. How about
we have a next gen?
Somebody at the next gen for them to play.
I'm surprised the next gen won last week, and that after we took half the team.
Yeah, because they actually got a coach.
That helps. It does help.
Instead of run, whoosh, run. Whoosh.
I know we are joking sometimes, but man, Dash and I would be a nice tag team, like they're at the next gen.
Is Nico back? That's a hell no. He is not.
They say Messi rode him too hard over the summer, so he's never coming back. He's got a huge gaping hole left from Messi.
By the way, now that we are at the Nico Gonzalez topic, because you mentioned him, honestly, Yes, it's a shame that he's injured, but I think like once he's fit, like he's a proper good player, and I think all of us agree with that. It's
Oh,
just
absolutely.
it's just a crazy injury mystery surrounding right now. But if he gets fit, honestly, he's really good.
Yeah,
The one thing I'm most scared of in the next summer is all the buy obligations we have to pay.
oh, I know.
Speaking of one, we're gonna pay one right away in January, and that's for Chico, 30 mil. Apparently, that's going to go through.
Because he's the only one that plays.
Where are those 30 million in January from?
Put them aside.
Fajoli. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. That's the reports.
But we have to
Could you-
spend the
could you-
Fajoli.
could
we
you
have to
imagine-
spend the Fajoli money on actual players, not
Could you
not
could you
paying
could you
obligations.
imagine they bring in Fajoli into the director's office and Gentili's like, "Hey, we're selling you." He's like, "Why? We need to pay for Conceição."
But Habibi, we are keeping that that TV revenues from your series.
Yeah, we're selling you.
You're
need 'em. Like,
keeping your
give us the
image. Yeah,
numbers.
thanks for the quick Amazon revenue money, but we're still selling your. Oh,
Did anybody
gosh.
watch that?
No. Who's
So
gonna sit there and watch that?
Yeah. So did they make any money?
No, they did
Yeah.
because Amazon bought the rights for it.
Dude, if yes, he's the best finishing winger, but imagine this spell where Vlahovic was out if we had Nico Gonzalez fit as the striker. Would have worked out.
We would have won 3 games.
Lots of what ifs. Of course, we could have
Yeah.
done all sorts of things with Nico, perhaps.
You know, maybe this is like first world, like big club problems. Like,
Oh,
I
it
mean,
is.
We're 6
Oh,
points off the top, and we're just like, I mean, it's bad. Don't tell me it's good, but it's not bad, but it's also bad, and you know, it's just a good lord. You know, maybe Nico is like at a Diddy party or something like that over the summer, and he just never came back the same. Because, like, for example, here's the other thing too. It's just like, what is wrong with Douglas Luiz?
The same mystery issues. What's wrong with any of them, Dash? We don't know.
Like what is, like, for example, Nico
That's
was like
why
a
I'm
heel, and then
saying,
it's like a
dude,
muscle
we
injury?
have something is wrong with either our staff, with preparation, with dudes nutrition. I don't know what it is. Something has, dude. All these players were tanks.
This
gotta
has
be the
been
Moscow.
to be honest with you, this has been happening since 2019.
Yeah, ever since the Ukrainian wheat dried up, they've been using that other stuff. The pasta's not the same.
The pasta's not the same. Good lord.
But it is
Rigatoni from Ukraine is the best ever. No,
no, but it is honestly, whoever we are getting, they played goddamn big minutes wherever they played. Like Nico Gonzalez played, what was it, 38 or sorry,
yeah,
no,
almost
sorry,
50 matches, 50 matches and
yes,
some change. Like
yes, it
about
was
50.
for 48 or something, I believe. Douglas Luiz played actually 50 games plus, I believe, like at Aston Villa. Like it is
No,
crazy.
Nico played 50 because you have to also consider Argentina.
Yeah, yeah, and Luis for Brazil, like, dude, it's crazy. And all of a sudden they arrive and they have muscle weaknesses. Tell me, muscle weakness?
Man, Gentili, what are you doing in that signing room, man?
Yeah,
You're
that's
stretching them out a little bit too hard. No, but like, for example, if you remember Juve from 2014 to about, I want to say 2018, like, or no, even better yet, if you want to go really further back, 2012 to about 2018, 1 or 2 players injured for muscle injuries, tops. Like back then they were saying like Juve's strength and conditioning program was one of the best in Europe, and that was one of the reasons why we're going far in the Champions League, because everybody was healthy all the time. Like you would have like a Chiellini injury every now and then, but it was Chiellini. It was understandable. Where it's like the moment we went to Allegri's last season in his first stint, just fucking nosedived. Like
well, he got a new staff because the other staff was bad, but as the staff just
because when Sarri was here, we had muscle injuries. When Pirlo was here, we had muscle injuries. When Allegri came back, muscle injuries, more muscle injuries. Like the second year of Allegri's comeback, like not the first season, the second stint where we got Di Maria and all those guys, we were missing what, 9, 10 starters for just muscle injuries. Like this season, we had ACLs, but like we had ACLs coupled with muscle injuries. But dude, obviously we can throw the match fixture list being insane too. But I don't know whether or not Gintoli, in my opinion, needs to sit there and look at it and be like, either my nutritionist is butt cheeks or both my strength and conditioning coach and my nutritionist is butt cheeks. Because these guys aren't eating something. Because this, to me,
they need an Amazon
is
special on the training plan.
Like
that's the vaccine shit.
Like German Dave, this has to be like a dietary issue.
I'm telling like something in the preparation or nutrition. I don't know, man. Something has to be off. Like you can't tell me that he played, by the way, 44 games for Fiorentina and total in the year 2024 9 for Argentina. But I don't have an actual graphic of the how many of those were in the current season. But yes, he's easily above 50. But okay,
because like for example, go ahead. Sorry.
No, there was a report, I forgot who it was, that said it is he is attested weak muscle weakness. They didn't say muscle injury. I don't remember who that reporter was, but they said weakness. Like, and you're trying to tell me a player that played 50 games has all of a sudden muscle weakness now that he arrived?
It's not feasible because, like, for I'm
I thought that was me for a second, but
No.
Dave seems to be okay.
Yeah, no, Dash, you're fucked.
Dash became a robot.
How long till he figures it out? I mean, we can. Hopefully, you guys are watching this on video because his mouth is ready for something.
Should we take him down until
There he is. Okay. Fuck Dash. He comes in late. He leaves early. Whatever. We don't.
But yeah, dude. So something is off with either our nutritionists. With I don't know. Like I don't know if they're not stretching, but brother, like so something is weird there. And I think Dahl, you're a fitness expert. I think you might agree as well that so something has to be off.
Saying he loves Dusan. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll say. Dash just live on air. I know you couldn't tell because his internet's bad, but Dash is in love with Dusan. He said it live just now. Let's move on for he's back.
And there he is to confirm.
No, but like no, but I'm like for example, for myself, like 3 to 4 times a week, I don't have the conditioning and stuff, and damn it, I lost connection again.
No, you're there. No, now it's Dave. Do I have to kick both of you out?
Robot.
Do this myself?
Yeah, but I'm hearing you. Well, no, I just wanted to say we missed the whole rant, so please take it away.
Okay, so let me start it. Let me start it from scratch. Then, so like for example, I'm saying that like for example, me myself, I play 3 to 4 times a week, 90-minute matches, and it's like I don't have the professional conditioning that they do or the nutritionist and whatnot. I just use basic common sense for eating and proper rest and recovery. And like, yeah, I'll have a sore muscle or a strain every now and then, but that usually within a week or two of just foam rolling, icing, and massaging and all of it. So it's like, I don't understand this. Like, I don't get how a professional athlete with a professional dietitian, a professional strength coach, where most of the shit I do is shit I research online. I'm like, oh, let me try incorporating this, or let me try doing this. And it's like, you mean to tell me that I have more durability than Dusan Quadovic over there?
They're all prima donnas, though. Maybe that's maybe they're pampering these guys too young, too hard, too soon, kind of thing, right? Like when you get to that level, even as a 16-year-old, the facilities start getting better. You start getting more of these things. 18 now, you're professional, and just at such a young age, you're used to just everything handed to you. You think these guys go on YouTube and research strength and conditioning? No, because they have an expert there to do it for them. So as a result, when they go home, and that's a big thing, if you've been through physio or any of that like reconditioning type thing, like there's only so much of it happens when you're in the facility one-on-one with the guy. The rest of it, you have to live your life a certain way. Like you're saying, diet, exercise, recovery, all that. Like, they're not going to hold your hand. You still have to go home and do it yourself. And that's just me spitballing. Perhaps these guys are too mature to go home and get the foam roller out. Instead, they're playing PlayStation.
No, but that can't be it though.
But Dave, I don't think that that players that played 50 plus games like in the last season,
No,
that
that's what I'm
they're
saying.
too immature to stay true to their diet plans and everything.
So you're talking about like the Douglas Luiz situation, for instance.
Douglas Luiz, Nico Gonzalez, like all of them. Vlahovic, I don't know. Maybe you can say like he played every single game 90 minutes and we barely subbed him out in a couple of them. But honestly, like those guys that played last season. And by the way, the Premier League, you know, it's a basketball style. It's up and downs. They're like the beating they take
Sure.
like on their bodies is even worse. Like, yes, Serie A is a more physical style, but the speed and the energy you put through your muscles and everything, like in the Premier League, is crazy. And he played through all of that.
I'm not trying to say this is the reason, but it could be in a situation like Dusan, perhaps. I can see Dusan not being mature enough, like, because you see what he's doing at the gym. He's taking pictures and he's not working out. When I see people taking pictures of themselves at the gym, my perception of them decreases.
Douchebag. No, but like, because like, for example, and I think if Don and I were to sit down and like have a conversation of like proper recovery, proper training technique and all that stuff, I think him and I would just come into like common ground and agreement on a bunch of things. But part of me is sitting there because, like, for example, if I'm at a level, if I'm a professional athlete, right, I am trusting these coaches, I am trusting these nutritionists to do it, because my mindset is learn that cut, learn that dribble, learn that shot, make that goal, make that play. If I am a professional athlete, I am focused in on execution. Learn the scheme, understand the scheme, execute the scheme. I don't have time to sit there and think about what I'm eating for lunch. I don't have time to sit there and think about, like, for example, X, Y, and Z. That is why they're paying hundreds and thousands of euros for these people to give you a detailed plan, give you this, because my mind is somewhere else. I just need to follow this and go, 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 go. So for me, the person that I'm holding accountable is whoever runs the nutrition and strength department for Juve. Whoever is running that, either A, needs to lose their job, or B, needs to go back to school and get those certifications tested, because they ain't got it. Because something is 100% not correct there. Bremer,
Absolutely.
that was unfortunately a bump that he stepped awkwardly. Nothing you can do about Bremer. Same thing for Cabal. Those two, not their fault. Nico Gonzalez, I will even throw Chiesa on there. Coop, outside of the rib, but the other muscle injuries. Douglas Luiz, the fact that you haven't been able to get Douglas Luiz back is screaming something to me and concern. Because, yeah, he tweaked his muscle in a pregame warm-up. That is not normal. You shouldn't be tweaking muscles at the stadium 5 minutes before kickoff.
Yep. Freak injuries, by the way, happen all the time pregame, but the muscle tweak, that's a weird one to happen.
And what irritates me, because here's the other thing that gets neglected, because I've been through it as a player myself, the mental aspect when you get hurt for an extended period of time. That weighs down on you. And if it continues to mount up, two things. One, you won't heal in time. And two, you won't be able to get your field sense back in time either. So, like, for example, for me, Douglas Luiz right now, he's physically, his body's not reacting well. Could you imagine how much of a pit he is in mentally right now, despite the fact that he has Alicia Lehman going into bed with him every night?
No. Whenever you're injured, and that makes your recovery time extended as well as
exactly, because when I injured my knee, I didn't want to see footy. I didn't want to talk footy. I was just pissed.
Absolutely.
I was just, and I was away from it. So it's just like, for what I think for me, it was like 2 or 3 months until I could feel comfortable, because it messes with you. Because the worst thing as an injury as a player is you're injured and you're watching the game. Worst thing in the world, because you're sitting there like, fuck, if I was in there, I could make that play. I could do this. I could do that. And you're just looking at your leg and you're like, damn it, I can't do shit. So like that is one of the, and I feel bad for Douglas Luiz, man, because that is going to be something.
I do too. That's why, dude, I think he's honestly, if he's fit, on talent, he's our best midfielder. No joke. Like I even put him above Koopmeiners, like on talent.
Here's my take. And yeah, they're a bit younger. They're in their 20s. They haven't lived life quite as long. Everyone gets injured and has to sit out. Now, some of them are those like scabs of society that love to just like take their government assistance check and pretend to be injured. But for the rest of us, like it's all something we have to live through. It's part of growing up and living is injuring yourself and having to sit out and watch the next guy step up and do your job for you. Grow up. Honestly, I know it sounds harsh, but just
the worst here, you want to know the worst thing is so like, for example, again, my position is normally I play as like a 9-10 hybrid. The thing that pissed me off the most was when I was coming back and my turns were a little bit shaky. I wasn't confident in my turns and stuff. The thing that pissed me off the most was when everyone's like, man, maybe you should just go being a center back or a keeper. You should just stick with it. Because, like, for example, I played keeper so I could get more field conditioning and I wasn't putting my knees at risk by cutting, by putting stress on my knee. So I was playing keeper. And, when you play a position, you learn the position. Unfortunately, my dumbass was like, hey, let me be goalkeeper. But the problem is I think everyone can attest to this. Whenever you go to a pickup match, guess what? There's not a lot of keepers that can actually play. So like I picked up the skills because I was watching videos on how to play keep and how to do that. And I picked up how to play the position. And now it's like, hey, can you come play keeper with us? Can you come do this? I'm just like, I don't want to.
That's like any sport though. If you're a keeper, everyone wants you.
Yeah, it is. And it's like, for me, it's just like, and that's where it's just like, everyone's like, damn, maybe. And I get this comment sometimes from people and it's just like, damn, man, like you're like a cheat code as a keeper because it's like, yeah, I can dribble. I can give you a 40-yard ping on your chest like I want to because I was a number 10. You know what that is?
It's like pinging it off your chest.
I do like pinging it off chest. But like I played as a 10, like a traditional 10. What is that thing? Vision, pass accuracy, long shots, and accurate long balls. That's literally what the position is. The only difference is now that I have ridiculous reflexes and I can make saves. So it's like everyone's like, man, your abilities get shown off as a keeper, and it's just like for me, it's like, huh? Because it's irritating because for me it's extremely frustrating when someone tells me and it's just like, yeah, man, maybe you shouldn't be a striker anymore. You should just be a goalkeeper because you can do all that. So it's just like if that rocks me, how can you imagine how that feels for pros? Especially when you have goobers like me on Instagram or on YouTube videos saying that you suck at your position.
Mm-hmm. No, it definitely fucking sucks for sure. All right, let's move on. Man, this has turned into a Dusan thing.
I use fish oil, doll. I tend to use fish oil to keep my my joints lubricated.
The glucosamine thing, like last I checked, that wasn't conclusive evidence. That was like in the pseudoscience realm still. But anyways, I mean, it allegedly works. If it works for you, placebo or not, whatever, fucking use it. Don't care. I'm not here to give you health advice. All I will say, going back to Master G, and I'm sure you guys, Master G, know Dal. Everyone that goes to the gym probably knows, at least around here, because I'm going to say Dusan doesn't know. Yes, bodybuilding, he probably does work hard. Because he's saying right here, Susan is in good muscular shape. And as a bodybuilder myself, I know, in fact, he does work out pretty hard. Yes, you know what? There's one thing working out pretty hard and having a really sexy looking body. But I've seen enough dudes that look amazing that can't throw a ball.
No, we are confusing something. Yeah, dude, you can also have a bit of a belly like Kevin De Bruyne and still be a decent athlete in football. Like having an incredible. Oh, okay.
No, he comes back. He understands, right? Like. He said, my friend tore his bicep moving his TV, and he's also a bodybuilder. Yeah, he like that. That's kind of the point, right? Like,
yeah, well, again, right? Because you're not training the correct groups. Like, for example, the aesthetic muscles versus the actual practice, like the range of motions and, like, for example, the movements that you need to do and just like the proper stretches. Like, for example, when you're looking at it, because, like, for example, to look at aesthetically pleasing, right? And Doll, you can answer this question better than me. the less water you have on you, the more your muscles pop, right?
Yeah, you just
Because
dehydrate
again,
yourself.
water weight, you dehydrate yourself in a sense.
Yes.
And guess what is the easiest way to tear a muscle? When you're dehydrated.
Dehydrate, yeah.
Because, like, for example, so I don't use this, but I'm saying creatine. What is one of the biggest things that people tell you to do when you take creatine? Drink lots
Drink
of
water.
water
Well, 'cause it
because it
retains the water.
dehydrates you.
I thought it retained the water.
No, you need to drink a lot of water if you take creatine. Again, Doll, you can answer this question better than me. But like you need more water. And again, for example, and that's one of the things, like you need proper electrolyte supplementation. You need a lot of water when you're playing. You need water and electrolyte supplementation because again, if you're not properly hydrated, you pull your muscles, you tweak something because your muscles, it's almost like, for example, I'm trying to like describe this in a sense where it's easy. So, like, for example, your car, right? Your motor, you need oil to keep it lubricated so it flows smoothly, right? But if you have bad oil or if you don't have enough oil, it gets to the point where it starts to seize up, just like your muscles, because your muscles are essentially just water in a sense. Like it's a big
component of what a muscle is.
It is. The fibers store water so it can move and execute its movements. If you don't have enough of it, it tears. You have tears essentially. So it's like, again, I'm not a medical professional, YouTube, so don't hold me to that. But like just out of basics, and it's like, for me, I just don't see how the nutrition. I don't understand how professional nutritionists are not. They're missing something here. Because for me, I throw this on the nutritionists.
I feel that there's a lot of like novel type information that goes, and this is just my experience with nutritionists. There's so many different fads and sciences and whatnot that come out, and I feel a lot of the times these nutritionists are kind of following and chasing the next craze, whatever that may be. And sometimes these are things written in scientific journals that you should trust, but this information is constantly evolving as well, where it's like, oh, take this is great for you, and then the next year it's like, oh, that's going to kill you, stop taking. I think just the nutritionist world is nuts right now, and maybe we just have the crazy ones that are just like they just don't know what they're reading. I don't know. I'm just spitballing at this point because I've seen some sketchy shit in the nutritionist world. I don't know what you guys have seen, if you've had similar experiences or not.
You asking me?
I'm asking everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Like that. No, because I'm just saying, like, this is an experience I've had. Is this something that other people have known, or this just like a perception?
No, dude. Look. For example, when I go to a nutrition store here and I want to get some stuff, I'm getting my whey protein, my IsoClear, my creatine, and stuff like that, my omega-3 capsules, and blah blah blah. When I'm getting that stuff, I know what I need them for. And he always says, "Hey, brother, did you try that? That will do wonders. That will grow muscles. That will help you burn fat. That will do that. That will do that." Yes, but should I take all of that stuff? Like, I'm already drinking lots of chemics. Like, don't fool yourself. Like most of the nutritions that we are drinking and eating and blah 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 are chemicals. So yes,
and then that has to be processed through your liver.
Yes,
and then your liver's
what
working
should I
overtime.
put in my body, like in addition to all of those things, the things I'm already taking?
And that's the thing, like, and you ended up overloading your body with so many different things, and it has to process all of these different things. So now your body's always trying to metabolize something, which is taking energy away from, I don't know, say playing a football game. There's so many of these little knock-on effects, right? Again, we're not experts, but
and then there's like also the mental aspect too. Because like, for example, for me, like I bulked up on purpose to protect my knee, and then like, you know, I got to the point where I realized like I'm moving too slow and I'm just not moving or dribbling the way that I want to. So I cut 15 pounds over the past couple of weeks. So I was able to cut. So I cut hard. So I cut 15 pounds, and I've been testing it out to see where it's like now, and it's just like holy hell, I feel so much more agile. Like it's ridiculous how much I'm able to move right now and have that mobility where I'm just like hitting shots that I'm like, I can hit now where I'm like hitting it properly. So it's just like, it's understanding what you need and what you should put in your system. But like, again, water and proper, I'm a big proponent of water and making sure you have proper electrolyte, because like, for example, people knock me for this, but like when I play, I always carry a bag of sour gummy worms. I always have a bag of
I like the sour ones.
Because when I step off, so like, for example, you know, if we're playing 10-minute games, you sit for 10 minutes or you play for 20, sit for 10. I always have a bag of sour gummy worms with me or Sour Patch Kids, just because to give me that insulin shock or that right before I go into the game. So I'm not drained. So I always have water and gummy worms. And that will be a cheat code for anyone that's playing footy. Water, gummy worms, sour gummy worms. You need something that has that sugar that'll shock your system.
You don't need
I'm
necessarily the
eating
sour
those
ones.
before cardio all the time. I'm eating the sour gummy worms before cardio.
They do make them without the sour too, though, with the sugar coating.
Yeah, but they taste better.
Yeah, not everyone's down to sour. I'm just saying you don't have to go straight sour. There are
and
other
then
versions.
And then for me, I usually have like an electrolyte drink after I finish playing. I always have that just because, like, for example, me, I naturally sweat a lot, so I always take it to resupply what I'm missing. But you know, it was funny because I forgot his dad's name, but Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad, he used to be Mr. Olympia. He would tell his kids drink Coke at halftime.
Oh, not according to
No
Ronaldo.
water.
No,
Yeah, don't say that to Ronaldo. No, because like, for example, he was saying this because one of the things that he was saying, he was like, if you were in the middle of the action, he's like, water will help lubricate you, essentially your muscles, but he's like, water doesn't replace what you're losing or what you're burning, essentially. So he's like, when I would be in between sets, he's like, I'd either chug a Coke or he's like, I tell my kids to eat, sour gummy worms. Because it's just like, it is one of the, and I will tell you this from playing, the sour gummy worm trick is probably a cheat code for people. Like, you will not realize it. I'm telling you guys, try it. When you're sitting off a game and you just take, sugar and salt as well too. Like, even if you don't want sour gummy worms, flavored sugar water will help you. Because you need something to give your body that shock. And 10 toes down with the Rice Krispie treats. That's another thing too. The other thing is, I remember the Japanese would do it where it's like lemons and Jello, like actual like lemon slices inside Jello or jelly. Because you need sour and sweet. Those are the two flavors you need. Something absolutely sour and something super sweet. You take that, you get that insulin spike, and you're scoring bangers.
There you go. All right, I didn't realize it was going to turn into like Dash's workout regime, but
you have like myself that understands that, and then you also have Doll. Like, if anyone wants to understand proper nutritional intake and outtake, I'm telling you, talk to Doll. Like, Doll knows his shit.
And by the way, not only that, it will help your concentration if you keep your blood sugar high. Like it keeps you mentally awake. Like
to a point. It gets to the point where if there's too much, you just start spitting in no direction.
Dude, you shouldn't eat a
like
whole
40 fucking gummy worms.
You shouldn't eat a 150-gram package of them. Like,
dude, you give me a good blunt with a bag of gummy worms, I'm gonna eat all 40 of them.
Yeah, four to five gummy worms. That's honestly what it is. Like, for example, me, I'll just pop in 4 to 5, or even like when I'm
40. I'm going with 40.
No. I don't like chewing gum, so I saw chewing gum on there. I don't like it because when you chew, it dries your mouth. For me, it dries my mouth because like
I don't know if you have them in the US, but in Germany we have the Haribo packages, the small ones. You get them in a big package, and you have the small packages inside them. Eat a whole one of those, and it will do wonders. Like, it's not a lot.
Yeah, because for me, it's like if I'm on the field, I'm running. Like, I am going for it. So that's why I always use those spikes at halftime to get me just kind of back into it.
All right, guys, let's flex a little bit here because there are a couple more points to talk about. That was excellent conversation anyways. I hope we didn't steer anybody in the wrong direction.
We are not trained professionals.
Yeah, take everything with a grain of salt. Speaking of salt, take salt when you work out. Okay. So let's get back to Dougie, because we mentioned him a couple times already. The rumors recently was that he wanted to leave. Apparently, that is not true. He wants to stay with Juve. He wants to get better and contribute to the team. So the way I'm looking at this right now is Italian media is going to be Italian and just make shit up. And apparently Dougie says, no, fuck you. It's not true. I want to stay. Just random news. I don't know if anybody
Media
wants
talk.
to add to that.
No, media talk. Nobody knows the truth.
Media talk.
No, done.
Let's not give them air.
Okay, let's not give him air.
So,
Also, kinda-
sorry, taken off quickly. Taken care of quickly. Yeah.
Okay, another name now. This, I guess you can call this a rumor, but more short-sighted in the sense that they say after the Man City game, Gatti is going to get his contract extension. It says right here between 1.4 and 2.3 million euros and make it till 28 to 29. So as that becomes more sure, we'll just report on it. But hopefully that's coming soon down the pipeline.
Next.
Okay. Sorry?
Next.
Yeah, we're quick firing a few of these so we can get them out of the way and go back to like a nice solid conversation. Yeah, same deal as Chico. Yeah, we did cover Chico earlier as well, of course.
He's talking about Antonio Silva.
And yeah, because that was the next thing. That's my stop reading my mind, guys. Okay.
Well,
Antonio
you
Silva.
made pulse. He caught your pulse. What do you expect?
Oh shit! I guess he did. Okay, well, let's bring it up because he is being the hottest name on the market so far. Antonio Silva from Benfica as a center back replacement. Currently 40 million here, according to Transfer Market. I heard no less than 30. But yes.
Dude, it will be an incredible deal if we get him for that. Look,
absolutely.
my main thing is I will only believe it if the moment the deal goes through. Yeah, when the deal happens, it happens. Then I will say this is an incredible deal. A season and a half ago, like Benfica wanted 70 to 80 million for him. He's very talented. Yes, he is a bit shaky, but he's still 20, 21 years old.
Yeah,
like,
he's fine.
Yeah, he is
He's
fine, man.
fine.
He is really good. He already played for Portugal. Like, he is really good, and he was there like when Benfica, like before this uprising of Sporting Lisbon the past 2 years. Like, he was still Benfica starter at 17 and 18 years old already. Like, he is actually like really good.
What's interesting here is this release clause. There was never any mention of that in any of the reports, and I see it here. 100 million.
That was for all La Liga teams.
Just for
the Premier League teams. No, it's for the Premier League teams when Man City or Arsenal want the yeah.
But I mean that can be dealt with. Just because there's a release clause doesn't mean you have to.
No, you don't. He's a player you need to get in January. That's honestly it. Don't expect to get him in the summer. He's not available in the summer. I'm telling you, he's not available in the summer. If someone wants him, he's again. If you're able to get him on a 10, 15 million loan with an option to buy for 30, 45 million, fuck it. Honestly, fuck it.
10 toes down saying we need a left-footed guy. We just need a dude.
No, he is right. He is right. We need a left footer at some point. Right now, we just need a body.
Right. Right now, we just need a guy.
Yes,
put a pylon out there. Get Chiesa back.
Like the left footed thing, forward going center back that can play crosses like from his ankle with the left foot. Like, let's take care of that.
We're not at that point where we can have a luxury center back. In my opinion, we need a center back.
Yeah, and by the way, if we get him, that's my expectation was to right now to just get a body, and in the summer the player, like for the future, if you get him right now, like future is taken care of as well.
There have been other names as well, but this is the most exciting one. This is the one that's been recurring over the past week or so. I mean, there's I'm not going to get into at this stage of the game, maybe closer to January, getting into all the silly lists of the 20 different defenders that we're looking at. But for now, this is the one we're all excited about if it does happen. And Young, I still love the fact of going Young, but now, almost halfway through the season, I'm kind of wishing there was a bit of experience as well. So,
well, that's what got you into Danilo for, unfortunately.
Yeah. And that's why he's going to get an extension.
I think again, you run you with this, you're able to run, like, for example, Cambias on the left, Silva and Gatti as your center backs, and Kalulu on the right, and then you'll have again you're interchanging. So I think you're fine there. I'd love to get Mitai. Jeff, stop tempting me with a good time, but
the Albanian bias.
It is the Albanian bias. But look, I would make this happen. If you have to sell Fajoli, fuck it. Sorry,
we're selling Fajoli. It's happening. There's suitors. There's already suitors from Spain and England. So I can't
not
see...
big teams though. So
he's not a big team player. Let's be honest.
He's not. Max. I was gonna say Max made him look better than what he is.
He's a big team second stringer, but if he wants starting time, which is what he wants, he needs to go mid-table.
Honestly, if we get around 20, I'm fine. If we get around 20, yeah.
Fajoli to Tottenham for 30 million. Here we go. Oh, I would love that.
30, I'd be amazing.
I would love that. I would love that.
All right, I'm going to get into one more little piece of news before we get into something which we'll get into it. It may not be real, but it's perfect tinfoil type stuff. So first and foremost, I want to say Serie A Tim because it used to be that.
It's back
Tim,
though, isn't it?
Well,
no, it's Any Life Serie A now.
Yeah, Any Live, which is the gas company there. Anyways, Tim's no longer the sponsor. We're looking to bring him on as a sleeve sponsor for the woman, the under 21s, some billboards and stuff. So, point is, we're still desperate for sponsorships, and we don't have a main shirt sponsor yet. That we're
how crazy is that? By the way, we are now in December. It's still no sponsor on the
Tim, if you guys never knew in the first place, was cell phone telecom.
Yeah,
so, like it matters. Who cares? Give us some money.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I saw this article actually just this evening. And unfortunately, I'm not a fan of the source. But the return of the European Super League. 60 top clubs ready to sign up.
Green is that? Dude, what the hell is going on with their website?
It's Uber Eats advertising.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Apparently, what got Dave excited here was the green and not the fact that 6 teams have agreed to the Super League.
It looks like shit.
Listen, I'm not here to judge. It's Daily Mail, Dave. It's the fucking Daily Mail.
Okay.
It's trash. Could we just get past the fact that we're looking at a trash source and this is probably fake?
Okay, I'll look it for you.
Return to the European Super League. I honestly don't think this is real.
No,
because it's the Daily Mail.
No,
but how cool! I just love this.
I don't believe it's true, and even if that Super League guy that is trying to get the project off, like maybe he's feeding information to whichever sources he can just to stay relevant. But yeah, right now it's only Real Madrid and Barcelona in there. So,
but what we found out, technically, we still are.
And allegedly, yes.
That's not alleged. That's official documentation.
No. Yes. We are technically, but not mentally. Like, we are physically still registered there, but we have made our intentions clear.
To me, they don't seem that clear. They seem like it seems to me like it's a political move that we're like, okay, Chefrin, stop like nailing us, and yes, Master G, that bastard is still in charge of UEFA. It's just to shut him up until we get a non-criminal in charge, which it's UEFA. We will never get a law-abiding citizen in that position, but maybe one that isn't such a douchebag. How about that? But yeah, I think we're still technically in it when the conditions are right. Are you guys here for the shit show? If this is actually true,
I don't know.
Oh, I'm here to enjoy it.
I think it's lovely. I think it's simply lovely. I don't know why this one tickles my fancy so much, this particular topic.
You like it when it tickles your fancy?
I yes. That's why I brought it up. I want to be tickled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tickle me, baby. No, I just love this. I want it to be true.
And I think Agnelli was the godfather to
Cheffrin's kid.
to Cheffrin's kid.
Yeah.
I think it was that.
And he stole his girl in high school.
Ketchup time, is it?
Fuck ketchup.
Low price. Oh, look, this is only $3.99. Usually $6.
Christmas deal.
What is this? Manage. Okay, what website?
Don't go to Canada. Ketchup is $4.
Sister too expensive.
Manage my groceries. What the hell is this?
I don't know. You're Canadian.
Never heard of this. $4 on sale for 750 mil.
Thanks, Trudeau.
That's a 26 ounces for you Yanks. Yeah. Canadian Tire. I love this. Canadian Tire, the automotive store. You can also get ketchup. Just in case you forgot it and you're in dire need of ketchup.
Oh, does that have the maple leaf at the top?
Yeah, because it's Canadian tomatoes. They do make it here in Canada.
Ooh.
Yeah, not as much anymore though. We actually took away most of our tomato fields in for weed fields, which
that's such a Trudeau thing. That's
fine. I'm fine with. Yeah, it's cool. Good. One of the few things Trudeau has done, and he only did it because it's not so much that he cares. He just wants college kids to vote for him. All right, look, no name ketchup, $3.29. Don't do it, guys. It's horrible. Like if you think the Heinz stuff is bad, this no name stuff, my lord, don't go for the yellow label. Except their cookies are pretty good. We do not have Trader Joe's. That's an American exclusive. Is Fidel Castro's son still in power? So okay, you guys, let's do it.
No,
let's do it, guys.
I don't think he is.
It's yeah, apparently it's not true. But the similarities are uncanny. And his mother apparently was in Cuba back in the 70s. Yeah, it's a thing. And I love this. Trump repeats. This was a thing too, just before the election, I think. Yeah, August 7th. Trump repeats conspiracy theory that PM Trudeau could be son of Fidel Castro. And did you know Trump as well? Because there's all the trade wars, the tariffs, and all this stuff. He wants to impose 25% tariffs to Mexico and Canada. But like Trudeau's like, that will destroy our economy. And Trump was just like, well, you can always become the 51st state.
I know that was such a flex. That was hilarious. Yeah. He's like, hey, you're gonna take us out from an economy perspective, and he's like, well, Justin, little Justin, Fidel Justin, Trudeau Castro, you could always be the 51st state. Like, oh my god, what an absolute troll. Oh, that is so funny. Absolutely hilarious.
Master G says it's bad for society. How? I mean, it's the only thing that's bad for society is shitty leadership in terms of what we're seeing here in Canada. The weed has not made people worse.
I have noticed anything change here in Germany.
Marijuana legawanis.
Well, doesn't it fuck with your hippocampus though? Like it does shit to your hippocampus if you do it too much.
Yeah, there's a difference between you know how you can go to the bar and socially have a beer or two.
Yeah,
you just go home after work and pound a 60. Like it's that kind of comparison. You don't just go home and smoke an ounce.
Yeah, it's just like you have a casual McDonald's cheeseburger.
Yeah, it's the moderation. And let me tell you, if you're one of these people that smoked that heavily before it was legalized, you're gonna do it after. It's just like you will find a way. If you want to smoke that much, it doesn't matter if it's legal or not, and it's not gonna change society because these people are already fucking doing it. That's it. If you have a toke on the weekend, nobody cares.
We at the Dive do not condone the overabundance of use of alcohol or narcotics.
Of anything.
Absolutely. Say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs, kids.
It's true for me. That's yeah. I mean, everyone can have their own opinion, but just from like my own empirical evidence of living in Canada, where that's being legal.
I think he's talking about Fidel Castro and Trudeau being related. That was what that comment was.
That's not true. That's not true. Which one?
No, the one where Sal said.
It's true for me. Yes. No. I'm just going back to Master G. Like, I'm not putting down your opinion. I'm just telling you how it is in Canada, and I don't think it's from that perspective any worse at all or better. It just is, because everyone's doing it anyways. It's just now you don't have to fucking give your money to a criminal in a shady parking lot.
Yeah, that'd be so hilarious if Canada becomes the 51st state. I'd die laughing. I would die laughing. Say, hey, Dave, we're actually actual countrymen now.
I wouldn't even.
So he has become a Yank.
He's a mountain Yank, a mountie. No, I can't say that.
So Master G has said he's seen a lot of decline here in LA since it's been legalized. Not gonna lie, after being to the States recently, and it's been a few years since my previous trip to the States, I don't think it's that specifically.
It's a culmination. I think it's a culmination of stuff, man. California is a cesspool of just pure like debauchery. Like California is a fucking mess.
A lot of the growers also use chemicals to grow. Well, the great thing with it being legal is that you can just fucking grow your own in your front yard. So you don't need to use chemicals either.
Stone Dave, who want to get high? Stone Dave.
Yeah, and you can also just go to the indigenous people too and just get like the pure shit. No, okay, so that is pseudoscience as well. If you smoke weed before you're 25 or you're fully brain developed, no, there's no like hard evidence. There's small scale. There's things that say it does, and there's things that say it doesn't. It's pseudoscience. It's not confirmed, and that's the problem. There's just so much misinformation.
Here's the
not a topic for me. Just don't take it.
Here's a conspiracy theory. They know, and that's why they legalized it so they can get additional tax revenue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's pretty much what it is. Like if you think about it, like all narcotics or anything like that, like the government was like, "Hey, well, shit, people are going to get them anyway, so why not just legalize it and make a fuck ton of tax revenue that will send for random gender study courses across the world?"
Okay. Now, Master G saying, "Yeah, bro, criminals actually have profited a lot more from weed being legalized. A lot of growers, which I know a lot of myself, illegally grow them and sell them to legal stores, which then mix it in with." So that's about how it's implemented. That has nothing to do with the weed itself per se. That's how it's governed. And if California does a shit job, blame California for having shitty governors. Then I guess, because that doesn't happen. That's not happening here in Canada.
Suave, there's no tax revenue over that. I could have sworn there was tax. Where I live, there's like an actual tax for it.
And that's the thing with the states, is that everything is based on the state, and that you have to remember that, like, if you see something in California that is not what's happening in Georgia, and that's not what's happening in Iowa, like America, and I'm sure you Americans could probably attest to a little bit better. Maybe the outside perspective is good.
I don't know. Washington State's cash only. Holy fuck. Yeah, no, it's funny because in Michigan, like they tax the fuck out of it, and now all of a sudden Michigan has like some of the best roads in the country because of all of the weed dispensaries we have. Oh god, it's a fucking 4D chess move. Weed's paying for road repairs. We don't have pothole issues anymore.
And I do not watch Joe Rogan. I don't care. I've watched 2 of his episodes. I know so many people who became super rich when we got legalized, at least warehouse and grew illegally and turned into cash millionaires. And here in Canada, yes, some people have gotten rich, but everyone was doing it all at once, that they saturated the market, and now a shit ton of them have gone out of business because there was just so much legally produced weed in this country that the market's just saturated. And yeah, you can still go to the criminal and get it from them as well if you want. But honestly, most people, they go to the native, the indigenous. I know you can say Indian in America. We don't say it here in Canada, but the indigenous native reserves, whatever. And they don't have taxes, any of that stuff. And man, it's fucking everywhere, man. It's everywhere, and nobody cares if anybody's doing it or not, as long as you're not obnoxious about it, and society has not devolved, and criminals aren't going around with their crazy weed money, because there's just so much fucking weed that it doesn't cost that much anymore, which is great for the consumer. So it's business, and you can actually even see between province and province, the provinces that are more left-leaning big governments do a way shittier job than the provinces that are just like, yeah, man, fucking go for it. It's just like alcohol. It can be bad for you, especially if you abuse it. But if you have a drink or a toke here and there, nobody gives a fuck, man. Yeah, I'll abdicate it. It's whatever. It's fucking. It's not. And that's the thing. Yeah, if you're putting chemicals and shit, I get it. But it's
so
it's
behind on
just
the comments.
It's
You're
just
so
a fucking.
behind on the comments.
I know. It's just a fuck. I'm ranting. It's just a fucking plant, man. The government. Okay, well, our government gets a lot of fucking money. We get shit tons of money.
Yeah,
as well.
He's talking about where he is. Yeah, that's crazy that Washington's like that.
Yeah, again, it just depends on your fucking state, man. Guess what the fines for illegal growers? A $500 fine and a seize at the plant. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Just come to Canada, man.
Just come to Keys Advocate. Pure Canada. Play the music, the sentimental music. Just like right now, we're about to just hear run a Canada ad. Let's go. Ready? Here we go.
This does sound something that Canada would do. Just like really cheesy, non-copyright music. You can't actually afford a real commercial.
All right, buds. If you want to get here and blaze it, just head north of the 45th parallel, where we've got moose, maple syrup, Rogers, maple syrup brand ketchup, and all the pot you could smoke out daily.
That's Ryan Reynolds.
And we do still claim Ryan Reynolds, though he does make fun of us. We still loved him after he filmed Green Lantern.
And you have Lance Stroll. Maybe the best Canadian.
We didn't even talk about F1. Oh, shit.
Lance Stroll, national Canadian hero. But we'll take him out when time comes.
Oh, but the actual Canadian national hero is...
You know what I was going to say? You know how dangerous... You know how dangerous that is to privatize prisons? You know how
super dangerous.
That is super dangerous. You're going to start seeing people get locked up for just taking a shit. Like, oh, you took a dump between 5 and 9 o'clock. Throw them in there. Oh, God, that's dangerous. Ooh, that is Pandora's box. You don't want to open.
Yeah, Sal saying Timmy's needs to infuse pot in a donut. Second Cup. I think that might be in America, too. They tried that. They put a weed-infused coffee drink store in Toronto. I don't think it did so well. But yeah, I mean, Tim Hortons sucks, so it might make it taste better if you were completely blazed out of your mind first.
I was going to say, this background music is like perfect for someone that's blazed out of their mind.
Yeah, man.
Maybe I should do that. I'll let you know.
All right, everyone. Just like we're going to ask you to blaze the like and the subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in. This was a shenanigan-filled show. And remember, don't blaze and drive, folks. Don't blaze and drive. Only blaze.
Moderation.
Life does not condone drugs or alcohol or any kind of substance abuse.
Though you might want to light one up if you're watching Juve play. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all.
That would be funny to try that.
Dave commentates high for a Juve match. All right,
say the word, guys.
We gotta try that.
As long as I don't actually do it on video, then yeah.
Oh boy, that's a milestone. That's a milestone request.
Oh boy, longest outro ever.
See you guys.
Already on to the next song. Perfect.